always do. I always do that. Yes. Yes, yes. Much peace, much love, family. How you all doing on this beautiful Thursday night, Thursday evening? I am your brother Jalahi, aka Jeremy Smith. I have my queen with me,
Hi.
Kiki, and we want to welcome you to the start of something great. Today is the first Thursday Theory Show. Now, what we're going to be doing every Thursday, 6 p.m., we're just going to be diving deeper, diving into a lot of different subjects on, black relationships or relationships in general, black America, different type of podcasting topics. And we just want, people who are interested in this information to really tune in to us and check out what we're saying. I feel like we have a lot of great things to say. I, myself, and her, we have been in a committed relationship for more than 7 years. Strong black relationship, and we go through problems. Everybody do. But it's about how you get through those problems. So, again, I'm going to let her introduce herself more. This is her first time going live, so I want you guys to, give her a round of applause and give her some encouragement. And again, I want to welcome you all to the Thursday Theories, family. Peace.
Hi, my name is Kiki. This is my first time going live, as he just mentioned. However, I just started getting into the groove of his live and just spreading knowledge, and we are all open to grow. And so you're never too old for advice or, So I'm here to shed light, information and knowledge that can benefit all of us.
Yep.
So
give her some encouragement, y'all. So beautiful to have her with me here. This is definitely, process in the making. We're going to keep growing from here. See, I got the mic, I got a camera. We're just going to keep trying to grow this channel, grow this platform, and grow this brand. And we're going to try to build something, build a foundation. So I want to thank you all for the support. Shout out my bro, Dwayne Mayweather Jr., man. Thank you for the love, my bro. I appreciate all your support. I see you always tuning in and checking in with me. So, man, I definitely appreciate that. So let's get into today's Thursday Theory. Okay? Today's Thursday Theory, we're going to be talking about why relationships fail. Now at first we said why. At first I said black relationships because all relationships fail, but you see more of black relationships fail.
However, the points that we made,
right,
it supports all races, all relationships on every level.
Facts.
So we can't just, say a specific race when it could benefit
everyone. Right. We don't want to limit the audience or, throw certain shit away. Peace to my cousin, man. What's up, LaShawn? How you doing, bro? Peace to the big bro, Bello, man. How you feeling, brother? 6 people watching, man. Keep tuning in. Please share this and like this video. Let's get it cracking. So, again, as we mentioned, today's Thursday Theory is, why do relationships fail? That is a question. You can drop your answers. I'm going to start off by, talking from a man's standpoint on why us as men let relationships fail and why, how we are the cause, and we have to take self-accountability. So we're just going to go deeper on why I think men let relationships fail, okay?
And I'll be discussing why relationships fail from the woman's perspective.
Yes.
And our actions that lead up to that point, because it's not just always the man that makes a relationship. It takes two. So just as much effort as he put into that relationship, I'm responsible as well.
So from a man's standpoint, especially as a black man in America, or all men if you want to say that, I think relationships fail because men we have lost our sense of purpose in a relationship and in this world, period. We don't truly know what we bring to the table. We don't truly know what we want to bring to the table. Okay? We stick around with females. We try to, do little things or big things to make them happy, but it doesn't truly, create that elation in the relationship because it's not done with a purpose. We're not actually building, we're just being busy in a relationship. So with us losing our sense of purpose, we lost why we love. Okay? And you can't depend on love to be the driving force of your relationship. Okay? Love is not the most important thing in a relationship. Love is part of it, but you also need, knowledge. You need financial stability. You need a lot of different things to keep a great relationship going. And when the man in the home lost their purpose, we lost our actual role in that relationship. And I don't want to say they're gender roles. Like, do you agree with gender roles? Like, taking out the garbage and shit, that's just little shit. You know,
when I got my degree in sociology, we learned about gender roles.
Yep. Peace, everybody, for joining. Let's get it.
I wouldn't necessarily say that there are gender roles, but I will say there are things that women tend to do more than men.
Like what? What do you mean? Like,
I would say like cleaning. I clean more than you.
Okay, true. Sometimes.
But you do got me on it. You cook a little bit more than I do.
Facts. And you would think that's a woman trait, right?
Exactly.
We would say the woman always got to cook, but
doing laundry, those are things we actually do together. Yep. However, like, due to your circumstance, like, for the most part, I'm like doing the laundry and stuff like that. But it's not that I necessarily have a problem with it, but when we start talking about gender roles and how, there's no such thing as a gender role, right, because women are capable of doing just as much as a man, it's like, I know that I find myself still doing
is equal or even more. You know what I'm saying? Like, see, we got to break from gender roles, but we have to understand that this is not the old days anymore. This is not our grandpa and grandma relationships. Exactly. My grandpa and grandma were together from high school up until now. You know what I'm saying? Damn near 40, 50 years of marriage. But that's because, back then, what ruined the Afro family was World War II. Okay? What destroyed the African American family and just family in general was the World War II. Mm-hmm. It basically, in the 1930s and the early 1940s, women's role in the house, they knew their role. It was to cook, clean, take care of them children. That's all. You don't go to work. You don't do shit. You come home, let me get some head, give me that ass. We gonna go to sleep. That's how it was.
Honestly, I disagree with you.
That's how it was back then.
That's how it was, but that doesn't mean that the woman wanted it to be that way. Men had way more power to make those financially,
facts,
mentally.
Okay.
They were more educated. So women were forced to be the submissive and were forced to clean the house and make sure the kids get the homework done and make sure this and that for the house is taken care of.
Right.
That's when they started making these laws that a woman should be able to work as well. And we had women that fought for this. This is what women wanted to do. Women didn't want to be in the house. They wanted to provide for their family financially as well. It's just that at the time we couldn't.
Let me tell you the problem with that. When women started getting their own finances, that's when us men lost our sense of purpose, because back then, that's all we thought about doing. They always say men are the providers. That's how you lead is by, providing. I don't think that's necessarily true today.
It's definitely not.
You know what I'm saying? There has to be equal accountability, but at least back then, men were supposed to provide 100% of the time, whether they're at work all day and don't see the family for a week straight and shit. As long as the money was there, you were called a good man.
Right.
So you know, once men came home from that war and our women were working the jobs, they had our jobs. That's where that picture that you see of the woman always, you know, she's flexing her bicep. That showed how women created, you know, industry jobs. They were in the industry. And when they took the man's job, they basically took our soul.
Oh, no.
You know
they didn't take your job. They didn't take your job. It was just, we can do it just like you. That's all. I don't think it was to lessen men in any type of way. It was just, we wanted to find ourselves. We wanted to find that same strength. And we wanted to be able to provide for the household as well.
Now, I agree. But with black women, y'all took that strength too far.
No.
When y'all started, when women make more than men.
Not all. Don't say all.
But when women tend to make more than men, there's nothing that a man can do to earn her respect anymore. She may, as much as she say she respect him.
Yes,
as much as she say she respect you, bro, she don't.
She does. Okay? She does. Everybody is different. Like, if I made more money than you, like, it's not gonna determine my amount of respect for you. Because there are women in this world who's dating maybe a millionaire and has no respect for him.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't say that the more money you have, the more respect you have.
Yeah.
It doesn't work like that.
Okay.
So
AK said, what if she don't value money like that though? And that's what we getting at.
That's what we're gonna go. We're gonna
get
there.
That in today's society, to grow as a family and to grow as a people, we have to release that avaricious mindset. You know, we have to let go of that greed for money, because that is what's ruining most relationships. Because, you know, if y'all ever heard this, y'all ever heard that you're not a real man unless you provide? You see all these bitches like, if he don't pay the bills, he ain't a real man.
Exactly.
How, when I still have a dick, I have shoulders, I have muscles?
I understand that.
How am I not a man because I don't provide materials that kind of you should be able to provide for yourself? Now again, we should be the breadwinners, maybe?
Not necessarily.
Not
like,
even,
it takes two, but what I will say is that, you know, when you growing up in a household and you have a single mother, which I did, she will always just be like, you know, make sure that he can at least show you a good time, take you out on dates. It was like more encouraging. Like, the man is supposed to do this, you better make sure the man can do that. If he's not able to provide A, B, and C for you,
then he ain't shit.
Then he's not a man, and he's not the man for you. Now, I'm not saying now don't get me wrong, like you said, back then, those were the expectations. But as we get further and further, you know, with women becoming more educated, with women being more self-reliant, handling business on their own, just independent, you know, it becomes a little bit, the expectations are now, like, it's less of a burden for you. Like, now you're not expected to make sure all the bills in the house are paid.
The children eat.
You know what I'm saying?
So facts.
I totally get that. Now, I do want us to get into
what more.
Let's start getting into, you know, a little organized setting.
We're going to dive deeper. So again, we're talking about why relationships fail. Again, I'm speaking from a man's standpoint. My queen here is speaking from the women's standpoint. So again, my second point of why, you know, relationships fail is because us as men in relationships, we lost our identity. We lost our definition of manhood. Okay? And what I mean by that is basically, like, as the man grows, society grows. Okay? So that doesn't necessarily mean financially and things like that. It just means a man has to grow with knowledge. Information is the most important thing in a relationship. You have to know how to be a good man. You have to know how to be a good woman. And us today, we really never had that example. Like you said, you grew up in a single mother household. I grew up mostly in a single mother household. Or, you know what I'm saying? Both parents just wasn't teaching correctly. We don't teach our children.
Right.
So that's why you have, you know, this split. That's why you have certain, you know, you have a multitude of gangs and guys with guns and boys with guns or girls with babies, because the man is not growing and the man is not in the home. The man is leaving the home. Okay? And you know, 92% of all our problems, especially as black people, is because the man is absent from the home. We know that, okay? So we have to be able to heal each other and teach each other. As a man and woman in relationships, we got to learn how to grow together. You know, we're in a generation of, we call them loan sharks, where us men, we had to teach ourselves how to be men. So I'm 23 years old, you know, still learning how to be a man by myself and with my queen. You
absolutely
feel me?
I understand that point, because even, you know, me having the greatest mother, you know, you could try to teach your child as much as you could teach your child.
Right.
But at the end of the day, like, as you get older and as you experience life and as you go through the things that you go through, that's when, you know, growth comes in. You have to experience those things. You may, your definition of a man may be totally different from your father's definition of a man. You know what I'm saying? You know, certain things that he value, you may not value, and vice versa.
Right.
And so my mother could have raised me to be a certain woman, but as I grew older and I had my first relationship and I had my first apartment with my man, it's different.
Right. You learn.
I learned how to do it for my life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
How to be a woman in my life, in my world.
But how did that translate to me growing as a man? See, I mean, I'm a different case. We're different. We actually strive to grow, but we're speaking on relationships that are kind of, you know, down the drain, or you know, they're having certain problems in their relationship. As black men, we still have to be those spiritual leaders. Okay?
Absolutely.
We have to have the courage to be able to help our queens, our children get through things. Okay? So whatever that means, you have to be able to help the family get through things. But instead, you know, black men, we are very confused. Black men are, some black men tend to be timid, angry, and shy all at once. And we carry our anger silently.
Yes.
And you know, that builds up depression.
But you know, I feel like for black men, period, living in this world that doesn't want you here, on a daily basis makes that alone, the anger and the tension built up in you. And that's when the woman, if you have that strong woman that can be the backbone and to support you regardless to what the world see you as, you know what I'm saying? So I totally get what you're saying as far as like the anger and everything that you battle with on a daily basis. However, that's when us women come into play. And instead of knocking you down because you couldn't find that specific job, instead of knocking you down because you were racially profiled, that's my job as a woman, to uplift you even when the world is trying to knock you down.
Y'all hear that? That's facts. That's facts, family. So I want to thank everybody watching right now, man. We got 6 people watching, a lot of comments, man. I'm really appreciating this. We're going to read a few comments right now. My auntie, peace to the family. How you doing? She said people have to take ego out of their conversations with their loved ones. Listen to understand and not to respond.
Yes,
that's how
lack of communication.
Let's get it.
So,
build on that.
Absolutely.
Build on that. Yep.
I definitely put that in my notes.
Yep.
A lot of the times I was talking to you about like being right versus wrong. Okay.
Fact.
And you know, in some disagreements that we have,
Yep.
it's not necessarily what I'm saying is wrong.
Okay.
It's just your interpretation of what I'm saying.
Okay. Yeah.
Just like if it was something that you said, it may not be wrong. It may be wrong to me, but that doesn't mean that everybody will feel that you are wrong.
But see, let me ask you this. Why do women take everything a man says as criticism? Especially if it's your man.
Oh my
Why
God.
do when, you know, if a man says, and this is not to bash anybody or anything, but if a man comes to his woman and says, you know, babe.
Depends on what you say.
Right, and it's how you say it. But if he comes to her respectfully and say, babe, I think you're gaining a little weight. Can you hit the gym or something? Why do women say, a real man will love me the way I am? I'm beautiful the way I am. Why is that?
I mean, but anytime a woman like reacts the way that you just reacted, like using it as an example, it's because deep down you're hitting a spot that she's already
Facts.
knowing about. You know what I'm saying? Like if I knew that I had gained some weight,
Yeah.
I wouldn't want you to say, babe, you think you want to hit the gym? You know, you think you want to leave that burger? Like you don't touch a sensitive spot, okay?
But how
that's like a woman telling you, you think you could last a little longer when we, you know what I'm saying? Like you don't hit those type of spots because you feel some type of way.
We gonna be.
Damn.
What do we say? I am baffled.
Exactly. So, and like you said, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. But some things really should not be said, though.
Yeah, facts.
Honestly.
No, that's facts.
Something that's saying some things are better left unsaid.
Okay. True.
I would say, what I'm noticing is like women's expectations nowadays. They're too high. Okay, you want a man that has a car. You want a man that's working 40 plus hours a week.
Right.
You want a man that's wearing the nicest clothes. You know what I'm like. It's just your expectation. And don't get me wrong, you don't want a bum. I'm not saying that at all. But you're gonna have to have somebody that either meet you halfway or is a greater. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But our women, we be he gotta have this, he gotta have that. You living at home with your mama.
Right, but
you ain't paying no rent.
Right.
Okay, you don't keep your hair and nails, but you want your man to keep your hair and nails done.
Exactly.
But that's not something you do for yourself.
Exactly. And see that's a problem, family. See, a lot of us in these relationships, we don't love ourselves. The most important relationship in life is the interpersonal relationship. It's the inner relationship, the internal relationship. You have to be in love with yourself to love someone else. So that's why me and her every day, we try to do building exercises. We try to, give each other some time to have some time to self so that we can continue to love each other strongly, but love ourselves even stronger. A lot of people, even men, don't love themselves, so they can't even think about loving a woman.
Okay.
They just have expectations and shit.
Yeah.
Like, I want my girl to do all this, but come on, bro. Niggas still out here trying to turn drug dealing into a career, but want a woman, you know what I'm saying? But want a Nicki Minaj and shit.
Right. Yeah,
like,
I agree.
It's not cool, y'all. We have to understand that love is shown by the way we love ourselves.
And that's when we go into how do we define love?
Yeah.
Because, as we discussed before, that sometimes people may see love as you always there for me financially.
Yeah. Or you always... You
don't have to be there for me emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically. I just need your money. Some people may say that's all the love I need.
Yeah, I hear it. I hear it. Trust me.
So it's like, that's when you have to, with your partner, establish what is love to you. Because if your love is different from my love, how are we going to ever coexist? How are we going to ever be successful in that relationship when I view love totally different than how you view love? So that's very, very important.
The reason why relationships fail is because of lack of communication.
Oh my God, yes.
Communication is so key.
I'm so sorry to say, but women. We have to put our pride aside. I know we always want to be right.
Say that shit.
We always want to be right.
Say that shit.
We not trying to listen to anything you got to say if it's not agreeing to what we talking about. But we have to put that pride aside because our attitudes, black women especially. Yep. I have this man at my job. He's a black guy. And he was just saying how this girl at our job just got the black attitude syndrome. And I'm just like, is that a thing? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Is that really a thing? Is that really how people view our black women? That all we got is attitude. That's all we got.
Like a lot of men experience that, and that's why I don't like the women bashers and black YouTube and shit, because it be a lot of niggas that's dealing with those females. That's the type of female you get.
Right. Exactly.
Now, yes, black women especially, y'all do have a mouthpiece on y'all. Y'all do. You do. You know it.
Oh,
but
yeah.
It's all about, you know, how we can cope together and cooperate. How we can both get something out of that argument or conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Mm-hmm. Me and her, you know, we used to, if people know us from high school, who on here know us from high school?
High school don't even count.
Yeah,
we was like,
period. But who in here know us from like AK, you know. Nigga, you used to
That's embarrassing.
Nigga, we used to be in school like, man, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Ready to scrap in school. You feel me? But as we grown up together and
I would say, honestly, even with, like, because my mom used to be like, do not live with your boyfriend while you're in college.
Right.
You know, and I'm like, I'm grown. Okay. I'm going to do it. And we did it. And the fact that I got straight A's for the whole year,
yep.
I'm so proud of myself for that, for not allowing you to become a distraction.
Exactly.
Okay?
Exactly.
Like, I feel like our first year of living together, I don't like when people say you guys shouldn't live together until you're married.
Yeah,
you guys should live together until you got this together and that's together, and both of y'all make sure y'all salary job, like you want to make sure your life is together before you live together. But I feel like living together was actually everything we needed.
Yeah, exactly.
To build and grow.
Facts. Because
we had to experience that.
You see a lot of relationships where these motherfuckers don't even know each other, but they have a kid already. These people, I'm talking about, don't even know a motherfucker middle name, but got a whole baby.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
This is the problem, especially in Black America.
Mm-hmm.
We're not learning from any mistakes. We're not gaining any information.
Mm-hmm.
And we have to understand that ignorance, we have to understand that the cost of ignorance is way more than the cost of knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
What the pastor say, doctor, I forgot his name.
Amazing.
He said, the cost of a book for you to gain info is less than the cost of ruining your life from not knowing the information.
Mm-hmm.
This is why they say knowledge is power, but a lot of motherfuckers don't want to listen to this. But a lot of people don't want to come and tune in to some of these lives.
Yeah. I would also say, like, the foundation of your support system.
Facts.
If you've never grown up in a household, like you said before, where you seen your parents coexist, you seen your parents communicate, you seen how they settle arguments before going to bed, you see how just how they operated with finances, you see how they operated together spiritually, emotionally. If you've never seen that, you have to go out into the real world and actually learn it for yourself. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we can't even blame ourselves. Now, don't get me wrong. Self-accountability is always important and it's always key. True. At the same time, it's hard to be, as an adult, learning something. Have you ever learned another language as an adult versus learning as a child?
For real.
How
hard is it?
It's foreign. I've taken 4 classes of Spanish and I'm still not fluent. You know what I'm saying? Because it's something about the adult brain that's totally different from when you're a child.
Yes, and it starts in the
home. It starts when you're so young.
And this is another point. This is why you have babies raising babies, because what year do we take sex ed? Isn't it freshman year or sophomore year, right?
Yeah, it's about sophomore
Think
year.
about how late we're learning about sex, about how to use contraceptives and things of that nature.
And how we still end up with kids that are 12, 13 years old pregnant.
You know why? Because the parents think it's immature to talk to your kid when they're 7 about sex. For what? Why, black people? Why, everybody? You can talk to your kid. It's about how you explain the information to them. Yes, you should protect yourself doing this, and this is how you protect. Why? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We have to understand younger, but no, us as black people, we want to let the enemy teach our children. But then you say, fuck white supremacy. We say, fuck white people, fuck this, fuck that, but we still send our kids to school. And there's nothing wrong with sending your kids to a school, but when they get home, are you asking them questions? Are you making sure that you're still having an impact on what they're learning?
Are you being that example?
Exactly.
Are you being that greater influence in their lives? So I definitely understand that.
Yes.
We have some.
Yeah, she said a lot of these issues begin at home, and it starts early.
You're right. Absolutely.
You're right. It has to start early.
It absolutely does.
You have to start early, man. And I'm telling you, I'm loving all the energy in the building, y'all. Keep getting them likes up. Keep sharing this video. We're going to keep building. So another reason, we so synchronized. Another reason why relationships fail. Again, I'm talking from the men's point.
Go ahead.
Black men, we have a male condition, okay? We, as males, are confused because we don't know where we are. We don't know why we are. We don't know who we are. We don't know what we are, and we don't know how to change. Okay? We are angry. We are frustrated. Then when we are frustrated, that turns into self-hatred, and self-hatred turns into depression. And when we are depressed, we become we do a thing called social abandonment, which is why, which is when the man loses hope and leaves the home. He basically abandoned his social life. And this is why you have, we give up hope on school. We give up hope on competing in the job field. Where do you have plenty of men who would settle for, simple positions instead of trying to be CEOs and managers of that job. They just say, I want to come here, collect my check, and go home. That's black men. Why white people, they're like, bro, I'm trying to stay here. I'm trying to move up, man. I'm trying to infiltrate the system and move up out of here. I'm not trying to be a worker forever.
Exactly. Yeah.
Us as black men, we have to gain that value back. We have to know our value.
That's a great point that you're making, because as for our women, I feel like once we get ourselves involved with a man, we start losing touch with ourselves. Like,
touch on
your
that,
life. Your life doesn't have to be consumed around your man. It's okay to have a man and show him unconditional love and be there, support him, but still have a life of your own. Women have, and when you begin to be so consumed up like that with the men, you start losing value within. You start learning, you start decreasing your worth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then we have women today that don't even know their worth because they choose to deal with somebody that is constantly mistreating them, doing them any kind of way. Like, we as women have to learn our worth. Where do we come in? Why don't our feelings matter all of a sudden because you have a partner? It's not just about the man. It's about the woman and her happiness as well, because at the end of the day, when a man sees that insecurity, he's gonna suck that right out of you.
Advantage.
Men
take advantage.
They're gonna know. Men notice when their woman is at a weak point, and they will take advantage of that opportunity. So us women, and I get that, you know, some black women can be too strong. And I had to, you know, calm that down a bit. Like, I don't need no man. You know, I seen my mom do it by herself. So it was like, I don't need. We ain't got no man in the house, so I know for a fact I don't need one. Okay, so that's what I'm like. You know, I don't want no man paying my bills. I can take care of myself. I can get my own car. I can buy my own shoes. I can get my own hair done. I can do everything I want to do on my own. I don't need a man.
Let me tell you why that's a problem. Let me tell you why
it's a problem.
Let me tell you why that shit created a problem. Because now it will be hard to make your woman happy when she has all that shit on her own. And
not necessarily, because at the end of the day, there's nothing. A woman will not go to a Walgreens and buy her own dozen of roses. Okay, it's the little things. And if you're talking about materialistic, yes, I could buy my own whatever I want. But it's those little things that I can't do for myself. Like the massages that I get every day.
Facts. Yeah.
Okay,
that's true. That's true.
I can't give myself those.
But when I can't, say that you're bringing all the food in the crib, and if I bring you a damn ham sandwich, you gonna be like, I got crab legs in here. Fuck, I want with your ham sandwich.
But if you're in love, no, that's different.
Right.
That's different. When you're in love, that ham sandwich. Wow, the fact that I have a house full of food.
Right. Okay. Yeah. True.
He's still
trying to add to it.
He's still trying to show me his love and affection for me. You know what I'm saying?
She say it's the thought. You may be right, Ashley. But come on, how many black women say, like I heard someone say, you know, why would I, like, you know, this is a strong black woman that don't need nothing from a man. Mm-hmm. If she buying herself a Louis Vuitton purse, if this nigga come in with a Michael Kors, she gonna take it. I'm gonna take it. What I need that purse.
But if you're honestly, if you really have that mindset as a woman that I have a Louis bag, so his Michael Kors bag don't mean nothing to me. Baby, you got a whole lot of growing up to do, okay? Because that's not how it works in a relationship. And as a woman, period. You see your man trying.
Yeah, that's the thumbs
up. That's all that matters.
Because effort matters, family. Effort does matter. That's true. Let's look at some of these comments.
Yeah.
Michelle said, and on top of that, you have to think about how many men run away from a strong-minded woman.
Woo, girl, you better preach.
Yes, but that's because we can't. Listen,
no, do not justify that.
I'm not justifying it, but listen to me. When a woman is strong, a man,
depending on what you mean by strength.
When a woman is strong, a man has this concept called domestic abdication. Mm-hmm. Okay? A man goes into a realm of domestic abdication where he basically is trying to defend his manhood now. Mm-hmm. By you know, it may come out in yelling at you, trying to force his manhood on you in verbal abuse or domestically. Mm-hmm. And that's how they tear down a strong woman, because, you know, some men are afraid of strong women. They don't know how to take on that challenge. And it's honestly hard. I had to deal with it for a minute until I became a strong man, and knowing that she's strong, and that's what's needed to keep a strong family. Mm-hmm. We always say, I don't want a woman that check me and yell at me, this and that.
But
why not?
You want a doormat? You want a woman that don't say nothing about what you do on a daily basis, or
And that's why
Stop
black
it.
men go to white women, because they say, oh, they going to be more submissive.
They're gonna
White
do what I
women
tell
going to
them
do
to
what I
do.
tell them to do. They going to do this. But when you're fucking up, she ain't going to say shit. See, when you got a strong black woman,
That's gonna keep things in check.
she gonna be
in line.
hey, you fucking up. I need you to
Do
or,
this and that.
You feel me?
Or
like
that.
when we were younger, and in school, if anybody who knows me, I used to fuck up in school. I'm talking about straight F's was an understatement. I used to go to school to get kicked out of class and shit. Like that was me and shout out my homie Bo. That was our goal. Like we used to have a class together. Me and Bo used to be like, bro, I don't feel like learning today. Let's go and go to the dean's office and shit. When I got with her,
Stop it.
she knew that too. When I got with her,
You was a clown.
she was like, hey, you know, I love your personality. You're very funny. It's cool to sometimes be a class clown. But I need them grades up. I need you to be able to graduate to, you know, be with me because I'm getting straight A. I'm going to college. You know what I'm saying? Things like that.
Oh.
And
Set them
trust me,
standards.
to get her love, it made me change. It made me focus more in school. So it made me get to my grades. And I end up coming out with B's and A's my senior year.
Yes, you did. When
So,
you met me, yes, you did.
You have to understand that a strong woman is needed to become more of a stronger man. Now, this is not to say that you men need to be having that mommy syndrome or you females need to be having that daddy syndrome. The mommy syndrome is, you know, wanting your woman to basically baby you and have,
like her
treat
child.
you like the child. No, okay? So we're gonna read a few more comments, man. I'm loving all the energy.
Me too.
When a man sees a woman who is wife material and a woman who is strong, like his mother, as good as she is, he runs. But that's because I feel like now check this out. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I feel like a lot of our mothers ruined us as men, especially our single mothers, because they can't teach us how to be men. And I feel like they as single mothers, they tried to replace that man that left with us as a son, minus of course the sexual activity, shit like that. But you know, I was 14, I was 12. Through 14, I had a job working at the barber shop. I used to come home, my OG used to be like, hey, you know, the lights, can I get a little money for? I'm talking about, I'm 12. I'm like, damn, I just want to go to the candy store. I was making like $300 a weekend. I'm like, I just want to spend it all on candy. Like I used to literally spend $300 on candy, y'all. Until, you know what I'm saying? I had a mom that, you know, sometimes would ask for the money or something. You feel me? She say, don't blame your mom. That's your daddy fault. How? When see, and this is another thing. A lot of black women say just because the man's gone, now they can't be a good mother.
But let me tell you something. It's extremely hard. Let's say you are a single father. It's extremely hard to raise your daughter into the woman that she is supposed to be. I don't care what nobody say. A man cannot teach a woman how to be a woman, and a woman can't teach a man how to be a man.
That's true.
So I totally understand her perspective as to it ain't your mom's fault, it's your daddy's fault. Because your daddy was the role model. Your dad was the one that's supposed to be the one to teach you how to be the man that you are.
That's true.
At the end of the day, though,
Yep.
you're not going to hold your mother or your father responsible for the person that you
are
become.
today. Facts.
Okay?
Facts.
Because
Today. Yeah.
you can always change those bad habits.
Yeah.
I've been taught
Yeah.
some good things, some bad things, and it's up to me to choose.
Yeah, what works for you and what makes you a better person.
Exactly.
You're so right.
Exactly.
Michael, you be just man bashing, G. You be on man's them ass. You don't let a man get no pass. I feel you though, man. Much peace to the queens and much peace to everybody
Absolutely.
watching.
Thank you.
We're talking about why relationships fail. We're going to keep diving deep, man. I'm loving the energy in the building. This
So
is
am I.
powerful. This is going to be a reoccurring show every Thursday. Thursday Theory, 6 p.m. So I know y'all liking this. We can bring more people on camera and all that shit. She said your mom always going to be there. That's facts. That's true. And we're not, trust me,
we're
in
not.
no way
That's
bashing
not a
the mom.
debate. That's not a
I'm
debate.
just saying, a lot of moms use their sons to make up for that love, for that loss, you know what I'm saying, right. For that love lost, instead of, you know, looking at themselves like, okay, what did I do wrong? How can I change? And now can I get a better man? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. Mm-hmm. Okay, so again, let's go into another reason.
We should go into, I feel like in this generation, we could say that communication is a problem. The lack of trust is a problem. We could go into all of this. Finances could be a problem. Yes. The lack of effort is a problem. Yep. At the same time, we go to social media for everything. Let me tell you something. If we're on each other's social media and I post, I'm just so fed up. I'm just so sick of niggas, blah, 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 blah. Right. That's because you saw it on my status. That's not communication. And I think that's what we think is now communication. Right. By expressing ourselves on social media, that's not the way to go. That's not the way to do it. Facts. Social media has literally ruined. Facts. Okay, ruined
and social media expectations.
Come on,
you see bitches like Ari now, or just
Ari and her relationship, but you at home with your boyfriend that don't even care about you, but you worried about why they broke up.
Exactly. You're not communicating with your man, so y'all don't break up. But you like, why he break up with her? And man, this and that. No, family, we got to get out of this social media age where we're looking to social media and these, you know, social people for our expectations. Yes. You see other people, you see a rich couple traveling, and you look at your man like, why you ain't take me to Miami? That shit why you lame. Ain't do this for me? That shit lame, y'all. We have to get out of this socially constructed world, okay?
We also mentioned that. I would say comparison. Because when you get on social media and you looking at this guy and what he bought, first of all, I still don't even believe that half the things that are social media is fake. Okay, facts. We know that. Yeah, you know, and I've learned in college that there's different stages. There are different acting stages that we are never being ourselves. Whether that's at work, whether that's being in our relationship, whether that's being in a classroom. Yep. There's always a backstage. Yep. And there's a front stage. Right. But you are never being who you truly want to be. Okay. There is always acting. You're acting to keep me. Yeah. I'm acting to keep you. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. So when this social media, literally, okay, it's terrible. It's terrible. We looking at females getting on Valentine's Day, the big teddy bear, 3 pairs of Uggs, 12,000 cash, and we looking at you like, okay, what I'm gonna get for, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, we have to stop taking social media so serious. Yes,
because you never know what they're going through.
Behind those doors.
He could be beating her ass every day, but just gave her that for Valentine's Day as a makeup gift.
They could both be living at her OG house in the basement. Okay? You don't know.
Come on now, family. So again, y'all, we building. We going to keep it going. We got a few more points to hit. Let's read a few comments.
Yes.
Michelle said, like these rich people don't even know we exist. So why be in their relationship when they not helping you eat? Period.
You're right.
Period.
Absolutely.
Period. That's facts.
Absolutely.
And we got to understand that telling each other the truth.
Man, that is like, that don't even exist anymore. Like, being honest is damn near a crime. Yeah. Okay, it's like, I want you to be honest with me. Yeah. I don't care on any type of level. Like my dad said, you know, when I asked him how he felt about this subject and what he felt through his marriages, what is a great thing to take with you no matter where you go. Right. Being honest. We have to be honest with each other. Facts. If I don't like something that you're doing, instead of me going to social media with it or telling my friend about it and beating myself up about it. Why not convey that to the person that I have to deal with on a daily basis, the person I have to see every day, the person I have to sleep next to every day?
Yep.
Why do we not
explain the truth to people? Peace, man. What's up, Tyshawn? How you feeling, big bro? Let's get it, man. Let's keep going. So yeah, we're speaking on telling the truth to your counterpart.
Mm-hmm.
And this can be in many ways. Like, telling the truth can be just you communicating, let's see. Hey, I didn't like how you did this week. It can be something around the house if he didn't clean something, or you know what I'm saying.
It could even be as little as, like, this guy at my job was like, the problem with y'all young folks is that y'all way of communicating is just all wrong. If I know I'm about to go to my friend Ryan's house, instead of just telling your partner, like, before you leave, I'm about to go here. I'll probably be a couple hours, just letting you know, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Because how many times have I woke up in the middle of the night and you gone, okay? And you ain't doing nothing but just chilling with your homies outside, just having a casual conversation. But I'm up panicking, can't sleep.
It's 3 in the morning.
I'm like,
I'm out cheating. I'm cooking it with the guys, probably hooping or something.
I'm like, where are you at? And it can escalate to something totally different than what it started out to be. If you just would have let me know at the door, babe, I'll be back. I'm about to go do this, and that.
Facts.
Cool.
That's true.
Cool.
So
don't
again,
just pick up and go.
Communication and telling each other truth is very important. That's damn near number 1 on the list. Another point on why relationships fail is, of course, a big one: self-accountability. Okay, family, recognizing we need help, accepting the help, and actually learning.
And I was taught at a young age, actually, like, you know, people do counseling and they're looked at like they're crazy, or that if you need that type of help, like, you don't belong in this world. Like, it's important. Sometimes you just can't trust the people around you. And honestly, the people you want to consult in, the people you want to tell your business to, be the ones that
wish down on your relationship. And that's why we have to start seeking help from successful relationships and shit.
Like, I'm not finna go ask. You ain't gonna go ask her. Hey, bro.
Right. How do you treat a woman,
Ari?
bro? Come
you
on,
know
bro.
what I'm saying?
Like,
You're not gonna.
We love trying to go to the person that's single and shit, how to keep your man and shit, or how to keep your woman.
Them single best friends.
Motherfuckers, that's like you going to a person who cook nachos every day and asking them how to cook steak. Come on, family. We have to start looking for successful relationships, successful men, successful women to look up to. I try to, in building my brand, I try to find the most successful people in my niche and in what I want to talk about. I try to find the most successful person and literally study them.
Yes, because at this point, like, we barely even go out like we used to as far as engaging with certain people. And this is not to offend anybody that we've kicked it with in the past, but we come to realize that it's not so much it's not about judging anybody. It's more so like, I just want to be in a space with somebody that is either where I am or doing greater than me. I want to learn. I want to grow by hanging with this person. I want to grow by communicating with this person.
Right.
I've been in positions where I've hung out with somebody and I came home.
It felt just like
just didn't feel like Kiki at all. I didn't feel like myself because I felt so much negativity that it rubs off. And that's saying that you are who you hang with. Even when you don't feel that you're being influenced in any way, even when you don't feel that this person could potentially rub off on you, it is. It's happening. It's going down.
Energy is something serious.
Energy is so strong.
Is something serious. Let me read Michelle's comment.
All right, baby.
I know, right?
Okay, let's see. Did you push that? Yeah.
Stand up.
Okay. I think.
Sorry, y'all. We kind of fell out a little bit, but All right, so Michelle said the only way to find out how to keep your partner is to talk to your partner and come to a common ground. Facts. To compromise.
Ooh,
Compromise is so important in a relationship.
It is.
Finding that middle ground on where you both can be satisfied.
Yeah.
A lot of motherfuckers be like, it's my way or the highway. Come on, like
That's a childish mentality.
Yes, we have to start to compromise.
Yeah.
And again, seek the help, accept the help, and learn from it. This is again why I say knowledge is the true power, family. And now that we're telling you all this shit, to know and not do is the same thing as not knowing at all. So please, we have to learn application as well, applying these things to our real life situations. Me and her, we kind of pride ourselves on learning how to be better and then actually doing better, not trying to do better. Now you can, yes, some things happen, happen, life happens. But as long as you're trying your best, the best outcome will come out. You feel me? The best. That's why they call it an outcome, because it has to come out. You feel me?
Ooh.
You feel me? And that's just off the top right there.
Yes.
So, for real.
I would say we have to touch bases on finances again. Because finances is a huge, especially like if you got your own crib with your mate and all of that. Like finances is a big thing. I'm a heavy spender.
Yes. Women naturally are. Trust me.
I literally, oh my God. If I really went through like my account, I wouldn't even believe that I had even owned that much money. But I feel like.
But money management as well. We're actually great money managers as well.
Don't get me wrong. So, I spend accordingly.
Yes, fact.
And I make sure that, I keep myself.
Because, and see, this is what we learned as well. It's great to have a foundation. A savings account is to literally save your life.
Yes, savings is to save your life.
And if you have that savings, you won't have that problem or that, because say, we've been through shit where when we were fucked up back then or something, or even a year ago.
Yeah.
When we had a tragic situation and, something happened and we didn't have the financial means, it creates a disjoint or a distress between us two to now where we're not connected because we're looking at each other like, what the fuck? Who gonna take care of this and this and that and this and that? So now it's creating a problem in that relationship that doesn't have to be there.
Right.
We all know that finances are very important in this world, but they shouldn't be.
Honestly, I have to disagree. Like, at the end of the day, like, money isn't everything. But like Drake said, niggas with no money act like money isn't everything, okay? And I get where he coming from with that, because it's like, you really don't know what it's like to have.
Hey, Kay said, preach, and he spaced out everywhere on me. Nah, that's real shit.
We want to have, you want the finer things in life. Unfortunately, those finer things cost, okay? Yes. But it's like, I wouldn't sit here and say that it doesn't matter. Everything matters. Everything matters.
What Jim Rohn say?
Woo!
There isn't anything that matters. No, there isn't anything that matters. There isn't
anything in this world that doesn't matter.
Right. Some things just matter more than others.
Exactly. But everything matters.
Everything matters.
Everything.
Though. Everything. And everything is practice. So even when you're saving, you're practicing money management every day. When you actually self-discipline yourself and choose to spend your money wisely, you are practicing spending your money wisely.
Yeah, and then you have women in this world that be like, he needs to take care of all the bills.
Right.
Okay, he's not a man if he don't take care of all the bills. First of all, as long as I've been on this earth, I have never felt comfortable unless it was my mother taking care of me 100%. I'm never going to depend on a man to that extent. Period. Because if a man decided, I'm
Get
done.
the fuck out. Y'all
You
seen that movie?
tell
What
me.
movie was that? What movie was that? That was a Madea movie.
Diary of a Bad Black Woman.
what she do? She was like, you're everything. You're all I got. You know what I'm saying? He had the house, the car, the crib, her clothes, all that shit.
I'm gonna make sure I'm straight with or without this relationship.
Period. You're right.
And it's like, I feel like women don't take finances serious to that point. Like, it's not important for both to be good. It's important that I'm good financially.
Right.
And it's important that you good. So that when we come together.
On me, it's powerful.
Woo!
And see, that's what you call a true powerful couple, when you're both gaining power, family.
Absolutely.
And choosing to really embrace your value. See, a lot of us black people, we have value, but we don't use it. We hate using our true value. We love stupid shit. We love entertainment. And it's okay. Everybody has their fetishes. But when you're coming together and actually trying to change your life, see, life is serious. A lot of people think, a lot of people ain't taking life serious. Life is very serious. Ever since I fucking hurt my ankle, I have been so grateful that I have eyes to see, that I have, legs to be able to walk, and that I'm actually able to be gain this healing and be along on this healing process. Because without one little limb, I literally tore my Achilles. That's one thing, and that can shut some shit down for you.
A lot.
So I'm just learning more about health and to take life more seriously. And as in a relationship, and when me and her, started to build and became wiser, we started to take the relationship more serious, because this is what we want. This is who I'm choosing to be with. You have to choose to be with that person, and then know that you're gonna work everything out. That through everything, through the ups and downs. See, a lot of people say, I'm not tolerating this. I understand that.
When you say tolerate, baby, let's just, people take that word very lightly, because it's only so much tolerating I'm gonna do.
Right, I mean,
if you mess up, let's say,
up? What should women tolerate? What should men tolerate? Let's talk on that, family.
I get that no one is perfect.
Facts.
Everybody mess up.
Yep.
Nobody is perfect. Yep. I'm not trying to hear that at all. Even the most successful relationships has had their problems.
Right.
And it's okay to give someone a chance, because we're allowing each other to grow. With what comes with that growth
is lessons.
Okay? So, yeah, you decided that I want to, don't go cheat now. But, people mistaken quantity for the quality. So, because I have years and years and years with this individual, he's worth fighting for.
Right.
All the time, under no circumstance.
Still haven't changed his ways
exactly.
at all.
And you have people that's been together maybe a year, maybe less, and be like, this is all I ever, you know what I'm saying? This is all I ever wanted or ever needed.
Yeah.
And I'm willing to fight with this person. I'm willing to put up a fight with this person. So I really need y'all to get out of this. We got history.
Exactly.
What?
Exactly.
If history was actually valued, none of those problems that you are dealing with wouldn't even be a question.
Let's talk about when you have a child together and the relationship is not working. What should be the steps?
The problem is, and it's only so much I could really expand on with the kid thing, because we don't have children.
Right.
But I see it all the time. Like, everything good. Y'all have a child together, and then that's when the relationship. And this is when I had a talk with your father during your surgery. Yeah. And your dad was like, the dumbest thing you could ever do is stick with somebody solely because you have a child with them. That's
shout
not.
out to my pops for that.
Yes. We had an amazing talk. And he made a great point. Like, your child will want to see you happy. You know what I'm saying? So you can't say this is what's best for my child. No, what's best for your child is you being the best you.
Exactly.
Okay?
Exactly.
You being great health-wise, mentally, emotionally.
Yep. Spiritually.
Children feel that energy. You could smile in your child face all day.
Yeah.
A devil could smile in your child face all day and know that it's the devil.
Yeah. Because children are just as smart, family. Again, that's why they call them infants, because they have an infinite state of mind. It's just we put the limits on children. We are the ones that tell our children, no, don't do this, don't do that. And that's starting to limit their life. And now you're socially constructing them to how you live.
And how
you know what I'm saying? And how you expect them to be.
Absolutely.
So, that's very powerful right there. We're going to touch on a few more points and we're going to start shutting it down. I want to read some of the comments as well.
Me too.
So, matter of fact, we can do that now. So my brother AK said, but guys get scared because the second we think our women are thinking, damn, he don't got it, we get scared and think about backing away from the truth. So you saying, I'm sorry, I'm kind of late. I know you put that up a while ago, but so you saying, again, like I said, it's that domestic abdication. Like, men get scared when a woman challenges them to do better or to get them out of that situation. Is that what you're saying? Because I can agree with that. I just think a lot of men run out and a lot of men give up because of, again, we lost our identity. We don't truly have a manhood anymore. So we look to other men, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we be looking up to niggas like Quavo and them. We look up to the Migos and them as good men and shit. We looking up to people like Chris Brown and shit as good men. And that's why you see a whole bunch of men wanting to kick it with other no good ass men, because that's where they feel comfortable being no good. I don't go nowhere. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you, I don't go nowhere without my lady that much. All that kicking it with hella niggas, that shit gay to me. I'm not. What Bobby Hemming say? If she can't come, I ain't with that shit. What Smokey say? I ain't with all that funny shit, man. Hey, I was watching Friday the other day, bro. That's still my favorite movie. So Cece says, peace to Cece, man. Thank you for watching.
Hey.
What's good? Women shouldn't tolerate cheating or disrespect, and the same goes for men. The list could go on depending on your standards, morals, and values.
Absolutely. And that's when you go into what it means to be a woman and how you value and do you actually know your worth.
Right.
Because it's like, how do you really expect a man to respect you when you don't have that respect for yourself?
Exactly.
How do you expect a man to love you if you don't love yourself?
Exactly.
Our women do not work on each other enough. And instead of us encouraging each other and giving us this type of advice to each other, we looking down at each other, or we got people that's like, oh, she thinks she all that because she's in a healthy relationship, or she thinks she got it all figured out. She thinks she's no. That's what's wrong with our black community. Period. It's not a competition.
Right.
It's about growing together.
See, what black people love to do, we love to communicate. I mean, we love to compete with each other.
For what?
But we don't want to compete with the white guy that's a fucking CEO or nothing.
Right.
We just want to. We want to see who got the best color Jordans on. Who got
the newest shoes.
We want to see who got the drip the hottest, who got the skinniest jeans and shit. You feel me? But we don't want to compete with the dominant society, and that's why we won't be dominant until we start competing with the dominant society, family.
Absolutely.
But that starts in the home. Like Ashley said earlier, it starts in our homes. It starts how you're raising your children. When we have children, I'm talking about my children from age 0, like soon as it come out the womb, first of all, I'm having a home birth. We're having a home birth, and I'm homeschooling. So from literally out the womb, my children will have a book sitting on his face. Like, I don't give a fuck, his eyes ain't even open. He gonna have a book sitting there. He gonna have meditation music and certain music around him. It's just about...
it starts young.
Yeah,
like
it
my
starts
niece,
young, yes.
Oh my God, like since she was like in the womb, when I used to touch Marisha belly and stuff like that, I be hey, pretty girl. Like,
Facts.
she would hear, like, my voice all the time.
Facts.
Y'all.
Do anybody want to come on camera as well and you know, drop their...
And I'm not done talking.
Okay, sorry. I apologize.
I said it to her today, and she's only 3 months old. And I say that to her every day. I'm instilling that in her every day, a certain tone, and I say the same thing every day. Today, she was just smiling and smiling and smiling. It was like she knew exactly who I was.
Yep.
She knew my voice. She knew what I was saying, my tone of voice. She just knew. If anybody else say what I said to her, she's not going to react the same way. Period.
Facts, y'all.
Period. She's not going to react the same way.
This is facts. Okay, so I'm at a point. I hope I broke it down as well for you guys. Again, this topic was part of our Thursday theories. This will be a weekly reoccurrence.
Every
Thursday, 6 p.m., man. We want this same energy. We want to keep building. I need...
We got some topics that's
period. I need some committed
y'all
people.
To go crazy
We
with
need
us.
some committed people. We will be bringing other people on this show to voice their opinions.
Absolutely.
We will be doing question and answers. Mm-hmm. We want to keep building this platform so that black people can actually have a voice in a place where they can come and speak their mind and talk together, talk out our problems and solve them ourselves.
Yes.
Again, we want to go to other strengths, what do you call them? Consultants and things like that to talk out our problems. Why not just talk it out with each other?
Mm-hmm. I agree. Okay? And we are not perfect. Okay?
Period.
We don't sought out to be.
Period.
We are still growing. We are still learning. We watch videos every day on other couples on how to be successful in your relationship, not just financially, but how to find your true self, how to find what you're passionate at, all those different things. Like, we are a work in progress. And you know what? We will never have it all together. We will never know everything. There is always room for learning and growth.
Period.
And I'm excited that we were able to get you guys perspective on relationships. It was amazing. You guys had great points.
Yep.
It was just great. And like I said, powerful. We're ready to help each other grow. We love the support. We love the people that critique us. We're always open for constructive criticism.
Period.
We don't have no issue with that.
Period.
We love it. We love it, and we want to keep it going.
Continuing this, guys. Like, again, I'm not asking for anything but intention and energy and comments. I'm not asking for money, none of that shit. I want us to build on this information, learn from it, and apply it to life. You guys have something that we need to hear. We have something that you guys need to hear. Why not come together? Okay. Again, we love you all.
Yes.
This was Creative Knowledge TV. I'm your brother, Jalahi.
I'm Kiki.
This is my queen. This was Thursday Theories. Again, check us out next week, 6 p.m. Be here or be there. Fuck you talking about. Keep growing. Keep being great. Keep a smile on y'all face, man. Have a great rest of the week.
Yes.
Just stay powerful, family. Stay love. Okay? Much peace, much love,
Thank
guys.
you again, guys.
Yep.